Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Joe Baravecchio here. I'm back at it with another video. I know it's been a little bit since I made one. I was super busy and just really didn't get around to making videos. So now I'm going to be letting you guys know that I'm going to be starting an upload schedule. This upload schedule is going to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There will be a new video coming out from me, and you will be ready to see those around 6 p.m. each day. I haven't picked a time yet set in stone, but it'll be around 6 p.m. Eastern time. But you will hear more about that in the coming videos. So next week, just be ready. There will be 3 videos coming out, and make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when they come, because all of these will be super helpful to you guys. So today what we're going to be getting into is credit and exactly how you can use credit to help your own business out. I've been using credit like this for almost 2 years now. It's helped me exponentially scale my business with e-commerce because I needed credit in order to fulfill more orders and make more money. About a year ago, I took a course in credit to learn how credit works and exactly what I need to be doing with it. Now, after some time, I've definitely gotten my credit in order, and I've gotten my business credit very high, so that way I can use credit to scale my business exponentially. So just a little bit of a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, or a credit expert by any means. So everything you need to take from this video is for entertainment purposes only, and just take it with a grain of salt, because if you want to seek an actual expert, you need to contact one who is licensed and is allowed to give you this information. So basically, the most important part of credit is the 6 factors of credit. I want you guys to download Credit Karma, sign up. It's free. It's no marks on your credit whatsoever. So just sign up for that app you can get on your phone or your computer, creditkarma.com. I'll leave it in the description below. Sign up and you'll be able to see where you're at with credit. What it basically is it goes over, the 6 factors and a breakdown of your score, so you know what you need to improve on going forward. I'm going to go over the 6 factors. That's basically the biggest part of this video. The 6 factors of credit are what influence your credit score and what you can work on to make it go up, and what you need to fix, what the derogatory things on it are, so that way you can move forward in the right direction. Credit is definitely a long-term game. So with credit, you need to know that it's not going to happen overnight. Things take months, weeks, months, even years to make perfect. So this is a long-term thing. However, you need to start ASAP, so that way that long-term aspect of this gets started sooner rather than later, because it will take you, if you have bad credit, it will take you some time to fix it. If you have good credit, then building on it is much easier. But let me just hop into the 6 factors of credit. So the 6 factors of credit are utilization, number of accounts, hard inquiries, derogatory marks, history, age, and payment history. So I'm going to go into each one a little bit, help so you know how to make it better and improve your score. There's some that are more influential than others. I will also go over that. However, I'm just going to start now. So utilization is our first factor of credit. What utilization is let's say you had a $1,000 credit line. What percentage of that are you using? So if you used $100, that'd be 10%, $200, 20%, 30%, etc. So the general rule of thumb that we like to use is to use 30% or less every month. So if you have a $1,000 line, you don't want to use any more than $300 of that, because anything more than that, your utilization will go up. Some things to keep in mind is that with utilization, it's really only the number that posts on your statement. So let's say your statement closed on July 1st. So whatever your number was at that point would be exactly what your utilization was. So some ways to get around it, if you guys don't have crazy high credit lines, is to, if you have a, let's say, $1,000 line of credit, just to keep the numbers easy, if you needed to spend $500-600, spend it and pay it off right away before the statement closes, because then your statement won't close with that high percentage. So just keep it in mind that the only thing that's really reported is the statement close, and to get around it, you can pay off your bill earlier, so that way it won't hit you with that mark. Next, I want to go into is number of accounts. So that means like how many credit accounts do you have open. This takes some time to really build upon, and this is probably the lengthiest thing, because your number of accounts, you can't open 20 accounts right away. The credit bureaus want to see like 20, 21, 25 accounts open. That's what really could get you a perfect score. So this is going to take some time, especially after I go over the rest. It'll make sense why it'll take longer, but you need basically that many accounts. So it's not bad to open more cards as long as you're responsible. I can't stress it enough. Responsibility is key with this, because if you're somebody that opens an account and tries to leverage a 0% card, you need to be sure you can pay that back, because otherwise you're going to get burned by the interest. The interest will be crazy. You have to be responsible. You can't be spending money willy-nilly that you don't have. You need to be responsible when you do your credit. This isn't a joke. So the number of accounts, like I said, the more the merrier. I think it's around 20, 21 accounts would constitute a perfect score. This is going to take you a while, but if you have a card, don't close it, just keep it, because it'll help your number of accounts go up even if you don't use it. The next one is hard inquiries. So a hard inquiry is, a lot of times people don't understand. Everybody thinks like, I know my parents told me when I was first 18, like every time you look at your credit score, it goes down. This isn't true. That would be a soft inquiry and has no effect on your credit. What a hard inquiry would be opening up a new credit card, taking out a loan for a car, taking out a loan for a regular home equity loan, taking out any type of loan. That's a hard inquiry where they have to pull your credit report from the bureau, and that's an inquiry, and that means that they're looking into your credit. So your score will drop whenever you get a new card a little bit. Hard inquiries, depending on the bureau, hold on for like 18 months, something like that. However, they really stop affecting your score much sooner than that. So I like to, with American Express, I usually open new accounts every, I want to say 90 days or so, and I open new accounts in order to get more credit to use for my business. So I'll do that every 90 days because they'll kind of drop off and stop hurting my score, the hard inquiry, after around 90 days. The next is derogatory marks. This one's really impactful on your credit and will absolutely destroy you. You need to stay away from anything bad like bankruptcy, collections, anything like that. You need to be responsible. You need to pay your bills on time. I can't stress that enough. If you start getting derogatory marks where you default on a loan, your credit score is probably going to take a really long time to recover because they're after you for that money. Same thing with bankruptcies, same things with a lot of things like that. So derogatory marks are crucial with this. You cannot mess around with that. The next one is history age. This by far takes the absolute longest to improve upon because it's just time. So if you open an account a year ago, your history is going to go up by a year. And it's just like an average. So however long all your cards are open, that age goes into this factor of credit. So essentially what that is it's just how long have you had each credit account and what is the average of that. So some things you can do to improve it: if your parents have really good credit, you can ask them to co-sign you as an authorized user. That'll give you a much longer history age that can help you exponentially grow your credit very quickly. But the same thing goes if they have bad credit and they sign you on, you're going to get that credit too. So you need to make sure that you keep an eye on where you put your name, where you put your social and stuff like that, and make sure that you don't mess with that at all. History age, just build it, keep your accounts open, because the longer it's open, it will then help you and improve that part of your credit profile, let's say. The last one I want to go over is payment history. Payment history is crucial as well. You need to make your payments 100% on time, and I like to make them in full. Don't make minimum payments. Make your in full payment if you can. And that just goes back to responsibility. You need to pay your bills on time. You need to make sure that you're not spending money that you don't have. So besides business transactions for order fulfillment and stuff like that, on my personal credit, I really only put very small things. If I go grab some food, if I put gas in the car, stuff like that. I don't put anything crazy on there. I try not to, because you have to be responsible. You don't want to spend money you don't have. So I like to keep my spending extremely low, just so that way, one, it's better for obviously my overall financials, and two, it won't, and I'll make sure I always have that perfect payment history, which I've had for almost 3 years now. So that basically wraps up this video. That was the overall 6 factors of credit. I just wanted to go over this and show you guys ways to improve this stuff in an overall sense, so that way you guys can kind of start and at least know a little bit, because nobody teaches you this in school or anything like that. So you need to at least have a general understanding. I'm going to go more in depth in later videos on ways to secure higher business lines at 0% and stuff like that. However, at this point, I just wanted to give a brief overview so you know what impacts your credit score, what is a credit score, what is it used for, etc. And then when we get down the line, we'll definitely make more videos going more in depth about how you can really start maximizing credit and using it to your potential and get more lines, so you can essentially use it to make more money. But that all starts with being responsible at first, knowing about credit and what you're doing. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. When you guys have video suggestions that you mention to me, I make them because I kind of find it hard to come up with video ideas. So if you guys give me suggestions, that means that you guys want to see what that is. So let me know exactly what you want to see next, and have a nice day.